Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakurash. Do honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the Akim, Wa'akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Another video of the Spirit, Brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Another video. We don't have any power right now. All right, and when you hear that phrase, you should know what it means. But in case there's some new people around, I'm gonna play two clips to show and express that phrase. Us, the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad, we don't have any power. Meaning what? We have no jurisdiction over our life, over any land, over where we dwell, over what we eat, over our children, what we learn. We are completely owned and administered over, principled over by Esau, Edom, and the rest of the union of the heathen that have taken possession of us, taken our land, enslaved us, indoctrinated us, rewrote our history, slaughtered, raped, robbed, and murdered us. All right, and I'm gonna show some clips and get some verses to highlight that fact. We have no power, which is why we know that we're not going to be able to raise up some sort of military rebellion and take this man down manually. No, we need supernatural power from on high to give us the ability to conquer this man, with Yahweh Shai leading the charge. Okay?
58, there was a case called the Kissing Case, where it was a 7-year-old white girl. She recognized the little black boy who would come to her home with his mother. His mother worked as a domestic. So they were out and playing, and she saw the black kid, and she kissed him and his friend on the cheek. So the little girl went home and told her mother, "Hey, I kissed my friends on the cheek." And the mother found out it was two black kids, so she called the police and said that the little boy, 7 and 9, raped the 7-year-old girl. They arrested the two boys. They beat them up, put them in jail. They wouldn't let the kids see their parents. It was a huge international case. And what happened was they were going to sentence the boys to reform school until they were 21. And there was such an outcry from the international community. A lot of the international community started to turn on the United States. They were protesting Paris. They were protesting Rome. Certain countries, they were stoning the U.S. embassy. So this was a major embarrassment for the United States. So they eventually had to let the boys go. In 1958, there was...
So right here, you learn about what's known as the kissing case. The fact that you had a little Edomite girl kiss a Jake or two, and upon the parents learning of it, they were going to try to accuse them of the R word and seal their life away, right? And this is just one of, when you look at many of the riots and massacres that started here in the Americas, specifically post the Civil War, when post-slavery, when we were living, on our own little plots of land, most of those massacres that occurred was lying and saying that a Negro male tried to do something to a Edomite woman, and that gave them their justification to slaughter us. And I'm just showing this right here, and this is two-sided. These Jakes were about to get their life taken away. Then also, the only reason why they found themselves being released was because other Edomites worldwide said, "Hey, that's not cool. Even that's not cool." Those Southern Kingdom, Negroes, right? Judites, Levites, Benjamites, whatever they were, they didn't get out of that situation because they picked up guns and arms and fought. It was at the mercy of other worldwide that they even had that mercy, ultimately from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and that goes to show you, once again, we don't have any power. Whether this man wants to kill you, or whether this man wants to let you walk the plank, or to make it home at night, that is outside of our power. Okay, Deuteronomy 28. Let's go right to it. This is one of the curses that we'd be dealing with, that we have no what? Deuteronomy 28. Let's see who can guess it. Who has their thinking cap on? Deuteronomy 28 and 32. It says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. All right? We have no might. We do not have the ability to deliver ourselves, and especially and specifically when we were taken into captivity. All right, and I got another clip for that fits more, that shows you even more so. If this man wants to kill us, we're dead. If he tells us to stand still, we got to stand still. If he says Simon says, then we got to do. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Least ye die. We are delivered utterly into the hands of the Gentiles. We are scattered amongst them, and we can't do anything about it. We've been swallowed up by them. Matter of fact, let me get that in Lamentations. They are happy that they have devoured us. Lamentations 2:16. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day we looked for. We have found, we have seen it. So the heathen know that they own us. And in today's time, although we're not in literal chattel slavery anymore, we have no ownership of this world, even by free man standards. When you look at all sectors of the economy, we are in last place for anything that's positive. We don't own much to any farms, much to any engineering plants. Zero automotive. Ain't none of these cars named after a nigga. None of these planes. No supermarkets. All right. You got two. Jefferson's supermarket is owned by the Arabs. He just the nigga that they let work at the building. He don't own the plot of land it's on either. No acres of nothing. No buildings of nothing. Fire departments. We don't have our own police agency. We don't have our own water area. The people who are in control of bringing in the water, the irrigation system, we don't own none of it. All right, in which this video isn't to promote any of that. We're not on none of that tip. This is just me informing you, literally. So if we don't own any of the necessities that that you must have to continue life for yourself and for your lineage, what does that mean? That means you're still in captivity. Whether they're killing us indiscriminately in the middle of the streets or not, like how they used to, and which they still do. Coincidentally enough, the kissing case. They bet not even think you looked at them. You're not gonna survive. Let me get that other clip I want to get now. You will be utterly let me see. Okay. Yeah, you'll be utterly destroyed out here. We don't
The legs, Carla. Like tree trunks. Feel the muscles. Come on, she won't bite. God. I should put silk stockings over these there, Caroline. There are some in England that say it should be done. Come, let's get out of the heat.
Oh, look how adorable the little one is.
Well, bring her then if you like.
What? Can I?
Of course, if she amuses you. She's my property. She'll take her from the mother soon enough anyway. It will encourage her to have another. They are dreadful mothers.
Well, I suppose if I stay on the side and I can train her to be my lady's maid.
They are very bright, you realise.
Yes, I'll take her. Yes, I think I'll call you Margaret. Like the flower.
And that's how it was, y'all. And if you tried to do something, you would have got your head busted. We just read that Deuteronomy 28. That's as real as it gets. Pop up, take what they want, dip out. And all you can do is be there in emotional turmoil. All right, this is why we have family reunions, because somebody snatched your great uncle up, took him over there. Somebody snatched your great pops up, took him this way. Your great grandmom and them, and took them down that way. We don't have any power, even still to this day. Even still to this day. Let me get another one in Deuteronomy. We'll go back to that 28. That woman, the mother, all she could do was witness her child be taken. If she tried to rebel, she would have been executed on the spot. Deuteronomy 28 and 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. She was literally in the middle of the field. Literally. In which stuff like this would happen. You'd be working, and you look up and your wife is being taken because the visiting master finds her attractive. What's another movie that shows you that? Birth of a Nation, the one that came out, what was that, 2016? Right? This is how it was. It says, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. Plain and simple. We had no assurance of our life. If you misstepped, your life would get taken, because our life didn't belong to us. We were delivered into the hand of the enemy, straight up. Another one to express the point. We made the Heavenly Father mad, so he allowed the heathen to take us captive, to enslave us. As Leviticus 26 and 17. I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. Alright, that's why niggas be running from the cops. But you see here that the Heavenly Father, he set his face against us, and in doing so, he's allowed the heathen to have the rule over us. That's why we don't own any of our food. We don't own any corporations. The clothes that we wear is not of our culture. It's not fabricated by us. The language that we were forced to learn. The very places where you're even allowed to live. If you want to move to another location, you must have proper passports, slave permission papers. And if you do not, you can suffer death or re-enslavement via jail. That is the reality of our situation. If you were free, you would not have to suffer these things. If you were free, you could go to any plot of land that you wanted and live there. You could go find yourself a wife, a virgin, to begin a family with, raise your children according to our culture, as seen fit by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But can you do that? No. What does that mean? You're a slave. Straight up. This is another going slot. If this fucking stop fucking with it. Let me get I actually want to get verse 2 as well. Okay, Lamentations 5 and 1. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. So quite literally, our holy land is owned over by heathen. It's not referring to gray-skinned creature, humanoids with black eyes with 3 fingers. No, this is referring to the heathen. They're aliens in the sense that they are not under the covenant. They are not the chosen, yet they have our land. They have our name, right? We've been kicked out. Lamentations 5 and 8. But servants have ruled over us. There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand. Even still to this day. And ultimately the He that's going to deliver us is Yahushua. He is salvation. Literally. Yahushua Nawa. our salvation. As a matter of fact, Yahweh Shai now, I gotta start saying that more. He is our salvation. Isaiah, what is that, 42? And is it 22? Yup. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. Therefore pray, none delivereth, for spoil, and none saith restore. Once again, our estate, we're robbed and spoiled. We've been taken from our homeland. We're spoiled. We have nothing. We know nothing. Snared in holes in prison houses. Literally, we make up the majority of motherfuckers that's incarcerated. For a prey, none delivereth, for a spoil, none saith restore. So once again, we're in this broken estate. And no good white man has stood up to help us, nor any of these heathen. Why? Because they are our captors in the first place. That's why we're at the bottom of society. And nobody down here is going to do anything to fix that. We ourselves can't fix that, nor do the heathen want to. We cannot deliver ourselves. We need the divine to do so. Hey, so, that's about it. I just wanted to highlight that. So, that's when we're talking, we say we don't have any power. That's what that means. Even still to this day, although we're not dressed in slave apparel anymore, we still don't have any power. You wake up against your will. You get up and go to a place against your will. Your children are sent away to learn bullshit against your will. You have to get things injected into your body with a syringe against your will. You have to use a monetary system against your will. You're speaking a language against your will. You are forced to worship a God against your will. Okay? I can keep this shit rolling. We are not free. This is not the promised land. This is not the end-all be-all for our people. As a matter of fact, we will be delivered out of this estate, and all the heathen that had us captives will know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is now dealing with us. Alright, Ezekiel 37, one of my go-tos for that topic. The heathen are going to know that we're back, baby. Better than ever. Ezekiel 37 and 28. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. So Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to recover us. Alright? He's going to recover us, and these heathen are going to know that we're at the top. We're no longer under them. Alright? Matter of fact, Revelation, because I'm seeing it right here. It says, what, my tabernacle shall also be with them. Yeah, I will be their power, and they shall be my people. This is Ezekiel 37 and 27, right? This is how we know it's referring to the Israelites. We go to this in Revelation. This ain't talking about everybody on the earth, nigga. This is the Israelites. Revelation 21 and 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men. What men? The Israelites. As we just read in Ezekiel. That's what this is quoting from. And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. So that's when we get out of this, at the return of Yahweh Shai. And everyone will know we're at the top. Alright, so we give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim wa Akwath, learning, teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.